Chip Rome with the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, and you are watching In the Know. For this episode, we are in Scottdale, and joining me is Tom Jezelewski and Lindy House, and they are with the Scottdale Historical Society. Tom serves as president, and Lindy serves as vice president.
Yep.
Good to be here with you, folks. What a beautiful tree.
Thank you.
Yeah. So as you can see, it's Christmas time in Scottdale, and we're going to be talking about some exciting things that are happening this Christmas. And Tom's going to start us off. And what's your slogan? You have a slogan for this year.
Well, we start the season in Scottdale.
It looks like it's a good place to start.
Absolutely.
You have a house tour, Tom? That's one of your features?
We do have our house tour coming up. It is December the 7th. It is from 1 until 5 o'clock. And we basically have 5 homes on the tour. We also have a church, and we have the Geyer Theater. And Scottdale had house tours back in the 90s. It was part of the Candlelight Tours with the YMCA, and it was for the building fund. They basically stopped once the library was built, and then about 2007, 2008, the Historical Society did a couple show houses, and then eventually started doing picked up and started doing the house tours again.
Yeah. Now, we are in the Historical Society's headquarters here right now. And what year was this home built?
Okay, this is the Peter Laux homestead. It was built in 1835, and it was a federal-style farmhouse. It was 160 acres, and basically it was Victorianized in the 1880s by Peter S. Laux.
Okay.
And so people think the home's a little bit newer. They think it's Victorian because of that remodel, but it's one of the older homes in Scottdale.
Yeah, it looks beautiful inside. Yeah, just beautiful.
Thank you.
So to talk about some of the homes that folks will see.
Well, we actually have people start the house tour here at the Laux Homestead. A lot of the volunteers, they make wonderful cookies. We have punch and things. We will have 2 of the original outbuildings. We have the summer kitchen as well as the spring house are decorated with the holiday decor. We have the small parlor will be done as a music room theme, and of course we have the double parlor here. We will have people in playing the pump organ. We have a vintage music box, and so the entire house is open. People can just get their maps to go around to the rest of the properties, and the next stop is a great Victorian just down on the corner. It's about an 1890s home. It's a late Victorian. It has incredible millwork and wood trim inside, and some of the most beautiful stained glass windows. You just can't imagine.
So most of these homes were built like in the late 19th century?
A lot of the homes in Scottdale were built in that timeline, and then there was a lot of infill. We had homes through the 50s, 60s, and 70s added, but the heyday of Scottdale was that 1880s to about 1910.
Yeah, and they're big homes. So.
A lot of large homes. There's a lot of wealth here. Scottdale at one time was Westmoreland County's per capita wealthiest town.
Yeah, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell as you drive through, and it would have taken a lot of money to build those.
Sure.
And even more today.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm sorry I cut you off there. Go ahead. You could continue about the
then
homes.
Further up the street, we have a wonderful mid-century home built in the 60s. It's a split level. It's never been on any house tour for the Candlelight Tours of the Historical Society.
So that's a new one.
And just as the one I had just mentioned, the one on the corner of Laux and Arthur Avenue, that's never been on any of the tours before. Then as you come down Laux Avenue, we have another late Victorian home. It has incredible Victorian wood trim and details inside. The house was added on to a remodeled in the colonial revival style, so it has the big Georgian columns and so forth. And the owner really makes a Christmas wonderland inside. She does a terrific job with the decor. The other property is an 1856 farmhouse, one of the founding families of Scottdale, the Starretts. It was built, like I said, in 1856, federal-style farmhouse. It has not been on any of the Christmas house tours. It was on for one of the anniversaries, like in 1974 for the 100th. And then we also have St. Paul's Lutheran Church on. They have all the history on all the individual windows. The families are what the design motifs are for. A lot of traditional decor inside the church there. And then we have a great partnership with the Geyer Theater or the Performing Arts Center. And so they are going to have an old-time movie. They're doing heavy Christmas decor decorations inside. And we're really thrilled to have them partner up as well.
Is that new, the Geyer, as part of this?
We've done the theater with them a few years before COVID, and so this is probably going to be the 3rd partnership with them. So we're very excited about that as well.
Yeah. Now it's December 7th. That's a Saturday.
Yes, it
And
is.
you said it's from 1 to 5.
That is correct.
Do you need to make reservations? How does it work?
You can buy the tickets online. Visit ScottdaleHistoricalSociety.com. You can buy the tickets right there through Ticket Leap. You come here, you'll get the map, and you'll get the hard tickets. You can also buy tickets at the Scottdale Library. They're on sale right now. Or you can buy tickets here the day of the tour.
Okay. Are there times, like, are there scheduled times for people to, like, do the tour, or is it just...
From 1 to 5.
So I guess they're going from home to
They
home,
come
so it
in,
kind of
and
works
it's
out.
basically they're given the maps to drive around the town at their own pace.
Okay.
And it's a self-guided tour. We do have members at each of the homes, and they'll check the ticket off and give some of the home's history and things. And the big thing is, how do people celebrate Christmas in town? That's what they really like to see.
Yeah, that's great. It would be nice if you had a little bit of snow that day, just to kind of
Just a little. Yeah.
just enough to, just a dusting, right?
That's right.
Yeah, you don't need a lot of snow. That makes me feel like Christmas when there's a little bit of snow. So. And then something else that's happening here, there's a lot of things happening in Scottdale, but the next thing we're going to talk about are the parking meter contest. And Lindy has information. This is the second year for that, right, Lindy?
It is. We're so excited to be able to do this event again. The community really seemed to love it last year, so we're happy to bring it back.
Yeah. And where are the meters? And so, well, I guess we could. Where are the meters located?
So the meters that we're having people decorate will be along Pittsburgh Street and Spring Street. We have a couple as well that'll be on Stoner.
Okay. And I guess there's no fee in December.
Nope.
Is that's because right now, as David and I drove into Scottdale, they're covered up with
They are.
garbage
That's our
bags.
gift to you.
And I said to Dave, I said, they must not actually charge in December. And I said,
Right.
I never thought about that. So that's part of it too. Is
Right.
Since the meters aren't in use, you might as well decorate them.
Right, yeah.
Well, there were some unique ones last year. I really enjoyed seeing them. So
There were.
You want to talk about some of the different ones, like some of the different themes?
Oh gosh, we had a wide range of designs last year. I think one of them, someone had handcrafted a Christmas truck and had a Christmas tree out of the back of it. Another one, I think it was Dr. Gretz's office, had a train conductor and his face, Dr. Gretz's face on there. That was a good one. And we had wonderful meter decorated by the veterans group in town in honor of all of the veterans. So just a wide range.
So talk about the process. So the time for people to register to decorate a meter is over.
It's done.
Yeah.
Yep.
So those, and I guess you've sold them all or registered them all. Is that how that works?
Yep, we've had 43 entries.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
and
very
apparently
pleased.
have 43 meters. Is that right?
Well, we have 49, so we did have a couple extra.
Well, you did pretty
Yes.
good. You did
Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah.
43 is not bad. So when will these be decorated, and when can people vote, and how can people vote?
Okay, so people can start decorating the day of Thanksgiving
Okay.
up until the December 5th. That's when decorating ends. December 7th is when all of the pictures of the meters will be posted on Facebook, asking the community to participate in People's Choice Award, where they can place their vote about their favorite, and the winner will be receiving $300.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. And you vote online. Is that how?
Yes.
Through Facebook.
Yep,
Is that
on our
that's-
Facebook page. Yes,
Okay,
correct.
okay.
We do have other categories as well that will have an opportunity to win too. So
Yeah. And it sounded like it was successful last year.
it was.
And this was part of the 150th anniversary last year, and it sounded like Historical Society has kind of picked that up as a fun thing to do.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
The 150th kicked it off, and everyone loved it so much, and so we had to continue it.
Okay. Anything else related to the meters you want to share?
No, I think that about covers everything.
Okay,
Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah.
Well, Tom, I know you had a long list. I don't know if December will be long enough for Scottdale to get all this stuff in, but there's a lot happening for Christmas here in this little town.
Well, there certainly is. Like I said, start the season in Scottdale. I know that you can pre-register for the Elf Run. They do have, for kids under the age of 10, they can start with a Elf Run at the Geyer Theater. It's a fundraiser.
What
And then
date
they
is that Elf
It's all on December 7th.
All on the 7th, okay.
And then also there is a 5K race. It starts at 10 o'clock. That's for 10 and older. And like I say, that's a great fundraiser for the Guyer Performing Arts. There is at St. John's Byzantine, there's a handmade crafts show. It's from 9 to 3. Out at West Overton, they have the Holiday Makers Mart. It is from 10 to 3. And of course, we have the great parade here in town, starts at 5 o'clock. Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus come into town. They lead off with the mascot with Frosty the Snowman, and he leads a parade down to the gazebo, and basically they start the celebration of light, and then all the kids are eligible to go and meet with with Santa and Mrs. Claus, and they have incredible treat bags and all, and it's a full day of events here in Scottdale.
Well, that's good. What time is the parade?
The parade starts at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, okay. And that kind of kicks off the evening activities.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I know. Well, it would be nice to have a little bit of snow, just to make it feel like...
Just a little.
Just a little bit, yeah. You know, when you go to Disney, they make it snow, and those parks aren't even in locations where it would snow, so,
Right.
yeah. And then there's also a toy drive happening, too, and I think Lindy was going to share some information about
There
that.
is, yes. This year we are so excited to be able to partner with Westmoreland Community Action. They are an amazing nonprofit in the county. We have a location here in Scottdale as well. So we'll have a box set up here the day of the Christmas tour, and we're encouraging and asking anyone participating if they want to bring a new unwrapped toy that they would like to donate. That would be wonderful.
Yeah, that's great. That sounds like a great project.
Yeah.
Well, Tom and Lindy, I appreciate the work that you do with the Historical Society and keeping that history alive here in Scottdale. I know the 150th anniversary was a great event. I think it was about a year and a half, I think it lasted, right?
Yes.
So if you will, one more time, just give us the date and some times for the activities.
Okay. Everything is happening December 7th. Starts off with the craft shows in the morning. The house tour will be from 1 to 5. And then 5 o'clock is the Christmas parade leading into the Winter Light celebration down by the gazebo until 7.
All here on Scottdale on
Yep.
December 7th. Don't miss it, right?
Right. It's a big day.
It is a big day. And your website again for people to get more information?
ScottdaleHistoricalSociety.com.
Excellent. Well, Lindy, Tom, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to both of you.
Thank you, you too.
Yeah. And now you're in the know.